Has felt like such a long time coming. I don't know how to intro my first YouTube video because I have nothing going on here yet. Wow, I'm excited to be here. We're gonna be spending the day together, maybe a little bit of tomorrow. Hear me out. I thought I was gonna have time over nap time to finish a couple of casings for some bindings that I'm very behind on. I've been a little overwhelmed. The mental health has not been mental healthing, if you know what I mean. But we're gonna be running some errands this afternoon and I need time to get ready, which cuts into my time to bind. So instead, we're reading a little bit. I am currently trying to finish up The Queen of Nothing today. I only have like 60, 70 pages left, so I'm definitely gonna be getting this done today. But this afternoon, we're going to 2 bookstore openings. One is called Monsters Books. This one's giving more like lit fic, memoirs, that kind of a vibe, plus plants. You can't have a bookstore called Monsters Plants and not sell plants. You know, it goes hand in hand. And then our second bookstore we're going today is called The Pretty Posy, which is like literally neighbors. But this one's giving like women's lit and romantasy and romance vibes. So I have some things in mind. We've got our trans readathon coming up this week. Technically it started yesterday, but I don't have any of the books that I want to read for this. So we're gonna go buy them today and then I'll be starting it tonight after I finish this. So that being said, we're gonna finish this together. We're gonna go and I'm gonna vlog on these bookstore openings together. Gonna finish some binds together, and then I thought it'd be fun to do a little book haul from what I get because I'm not gonna spoil my little secrets, but we'll go over what I get today. And I was thinking, could I do a little weekly wrap up, let you know what I read this week, how I felt about it, what I'm excited to read, and also where I'm at with my TBR. So yay, bookish day. Also, I've got a little cup of Earl Grey. Hope you loved the tea montage, because let me tell you what, if you're coming on this channel, I will be having coffee and or tea montages. It's a piece of my soul at this point, so yay. So I figured let's hang out, let's read this a little bit, then we'll go get ready together. I'm trying to do some Wes Anderson style edits. Hopefully that translates. If it doesn't, then hopefully it still looks good. I don't know, but I'm so excited. We're gonna have such a fun day today. Let's see how much we can get done with this. I need to be finishing up by 1 o'clock, and then we're gonna go get ready. I've been sick all week, so I'm excited to like look like a human today. We're gonna take these out. I'm not gonna be rocking Rosie the Riveter in public. I love the gals who do. I just don't think this is my like in public vibe. This is my cute at home lazy curls vibes. So yay. For those of you who are new around here, my bathroom is blue. I hate it. But this is what I'm working with until I have the bandwidth to deal with it. So it is 1:03. So if I can get that to focus. I can't, whatever. Let's get ready. Time to take these freaking things out. Hopefully they look good. I don't know. Whatever, let's go. Sisters, not twins. Sometimes second cousins. There we go. I'm a human. Let's get dressed. Okay, so hear me out. It's only like 45 degrees outside, so it's not very warm. I have this black trench coat that I never wear. It's like vintage Saks Fifth Avenue, and I really want to wear it, so this is the general inspiration for today's look. Notice the mid-wash jeans, the sambas, the black turtleneck. That's what we're gonna do today. See? I nailed the look. Nailed the look. This is a Good American bodysuit that I got probably 4 or 5 years ago from this place called Cargo Largo on like basically clearance. These are Nilo tan jeans. They're literally the most comfortable thing in my closet. I wear these constantly. This is the vintage Saks trench coat that I mentioned in my like last thing. Where's the tag? Oh, the tag's behind my back. Anyway, and then my Sambas, because I just really want to be an it girl. So time to wake up my kid. We're gonna go load up the car. We're gonna run our errands. We're also gonna get a little treat because we deserve one. Okay. And yeah, I'm so excited. I've been looking forward to this for like 2 weeks.
Tour some new indie bookstores in downtown Overland Park. First on the docket was Monstera's Books. I absolutely love the vibes of this. Look at the gorgeous floors, so obsessed. And also, like, could it get any better than books and plants in the same store? I mean, come on. Plus, if you want something that's not in stock, they can order it. Next up is the Pretty Posy, which is literally their opening day. I was so excited to be able to pop in during this. I loved their stationery selection. Honestly, I thought this was going to be a romance bookstore, but it was everything. And then obviously, after a long day of hard work, we needed a little treat, so we stopped at the Kate Smith soiree and had some macaroons, and it was lovely.
We're back in the car. I'm not driving yet. See, we're nice and stationary. We've got some things to talk about. I don't know if I'm gonna get to these tonight or if I'm gonna be getting to these tomorrow, but we have a little book haul to go through. I know I said I'm on a book buying ban, but it doesn't count when I'm at these small, independently owned bookstores. I can't help myself. I also ordered another book, so not all the books are here. The one book that I ended up ordering for the Trans Readathon, I might could do something on Kindle, I don't know. But I did end up ordering one for the Trans Rates Readathon, and that'll be here on Wednesday. So we're trying. We're getting there. Let's go home though because I'm freezing cold and I want to warm up. And then I also got some COOKIES for my husband for when he gets home from doing fun things with the boys today. I will be going back to those stores. And not just because I have another book coming in. So cute. Hello. It is like 8:30 at night. My son is finally asleep. My husband is out doing boy things with his boys, which I'm very happy about because he never does. And also, I just love having the nighttime to myself after my son goes to bed. I don't get a lot of alone time. Anyway, I bought some books today. I also thought we could do a little weekly roundup of what I read last week, as well as what I just started reading because it's still only Saturday, so it's a little early to do a full weekly roundup yet. I'm gonna hold off on the most exciting part, and I'm gonna start by diving into the books that I read this week. I've already read The Cruel Prince. I read that like 2 years ago. That was when I was just entering book talk, and it was my ACOTAR era, and I was like, I need something that gives me the high that ACOTAR did. And I remember renting The Cruel Prince from the library, and I was like, this is not scratching the itch, because I think it's wrongly marketed as a romantasy first, when really the romantasy is very much a subplot. So it's taken me a long time to finish the trilogy. Now, I was gifted this maybe 6 months ago, and I'm ashamed to say how long it's been sitting on my shelf since then because it was so sweet and it was so thoughtful, and frankly, I'm disappointed I didn't read these earlier. So I read The Wicked King and The Queen of Nothing this week, and I was blown away. There's so much hype surrounding this series. And generally speaking, whenever something is this popular, it makes me so nervous to dive into it because I'm like, what if I don't like it as much? Because tastes differ. And I loved these personally. I loved that they were fantasy first, romance second. That's my personal preference I've come to find because I find it creates a more immersive experience. I feel like it lends better to world building, it lends better to character building. Whereas if the romance is the first thing, in my opinion, I don't think that's the fantasy side of it isn't as strong or convincing. It's just kind of romance, really poorly veiled as a fantasy. So these were incredible. I think the writing is incredible. I think it always kept me guessing. Like there was always something going on that I was like, I wasn't able to predict any of it, which I love because, and then granted, I'm really gullible. So I'm gullible. So something's right in front of my face. I'm like, oh yeah, but no. Miss Holly here, had me on my toes, and I loved it. The betrayals, the riddles, the games, the sneakiness, the schemes, I ate it up. And I mean, it's like a 3-book slow burn. So I will say there is romance in it. It's just not the focus of the story. The politics and the like scheming and all of those things, that's going to be the main focus of this series. And one thing I really appreciated about it, because I know this is technically categorized as YA, but I love that the voice didn't feel immature. That is an area where I genuinely find myself struggling with YA books, because I'm a 31-year-old woman. I struggle to read through the angsty teenage voice. These felt young in the sense that she still had a lot to learn, but it felt mature and grown and intentional. And I love that about these books. When I find YA books that have a mature voice with just a lot to learn, that's the ticket to success for me. Now, what else am I reading this week? That's a great question. So I need to pull up my Libby app here, because these are books that are fairly new to me, so I don't remember the titles and the authors off the top of my head. But we're getting there, so hear me out here. Yesterday, technically, was the beginning of the Trans Rights Readathon, which is so exciting. And I had gone through and researched and found some books that were trans voices, trans stories, whether it be just about the trans experience or whether it's just stories with trans characters in them, because all exist and all are real and beautiful. And I found, now I wasn't able to find any in store today when I was shopping, which was a bummer, because I was hoping to just get my hands on some hard copies. However, I was able to get 3 on my Libby app, which leads to the book that I'm finishing out the week with. I'm not going to finish it by tomorrow, but hopefully by Monday. It's called Detransition Baby by Torrey Peters. So I'm excited to start that one. I also checked out, this one's nonfiction, but it's called I'm Afraid of Men by Vivek, Shraya. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And then lastly, it's Freshwater by Akwaeke, Emezi. Again, I hope I said that correctly. But that one is a Nigerian story. So I'm very excited to check these out. I will keep y'all posted. Additionally, I will say, another one that was on my radar that I was very, very eager to check out, it's called The Cemetery Boys. That one will be here Wednesday. I'll keep y'all posted on that one. Now, who wants to see what I bought today against my better judgment? And I need, for anybody who's new to me and has not experienced me on my other social media platforms yet, my reading red flag is I don't read summaries. I don't like them. I don't find that they give me a good idea of what the story is going to be. They all kind of sound the same when I read them. So I just don't do it. I'm like, okay, whatever. I pick up general vibes like, oh, is this a sad book? Is this going to be a happy book? Is this a fantasy? What are some overarching characteristics of this book? Those tend to give me better ideas of it. Now, that being said, do I know what's going on in any of these books? No, I do not. No, I do not. I am just a girl. I'm just a girl in the world who's trying to buy some quirky books. So, first and foremost, I bought a lot of pink books. That's unlike me, but I bought a lot of pink books. The first one is The Woman Destroyed by Simone de Beauvoir. Okay. And the bolded sections say, in 3 immensely intelligent stories about the decay of passion, Simone de Beauvoir draws us into the lives of 3 women, all past their first youth, all facing unexpected crises. Enthralling as fiction suffused with de Beauvoir's remarkable insights into women, The Woman Destroyed gives us a legendary writer at her best. Lately, I find myself drawn to stories about womanhood, about life, about motherhood, about youth, about aging, about growing up. Like, all these stories are so interesting to me right now because that's where I myself find my life. And so it feels very validating and interesting to experience these themes through other people as well, whether they're written in a lighthearted and fun way, whether they're written in this deep and devastating way. I'm really enjoying these topics. So I'm hoping that this is going to be gut-wrenching in some ways. I hope it's going to be a little dark and twisty and perhaps unsatisfying, shall we say. So, yay, pink book. The next one, I got Bunny by Mona Awad. Awad? I've heard that this is like weird girl lit, or weird girl fic / sad girl lit fic. I think I said that whole thing wrong. You got the gist though. Do I have any idea what this is about? No. I have no idea. But a lot of people say this is a really weird book, and I'm really into weird books right now. I'm coming to terms with the fact that while I enjoy a good romance, I myself am not exclusively a romance reader.
I really enjoy dabbling in all genres, and right now I'm feeling so drawn to lit fic. So I'm embracing it. I'm leaning into it. It's exciting, isn't it? To try new things. I love a little genre shift. I love a little, shall we say, plot development. So fun. So I'm excited to pick this one up. I've heard conflicting things about these, but from what I understand, it's kind of like a staple lit fic book to have in your library. So yay lit fic. Yay weird girls. Next up, The Virgin Suicides. And look how stunning this cover is. I'm hoping that this is focusing. But it's got this gorgeous, like, rose gold roses on it. I haven't seen the movie. I'm not a movie watcher. But I've heard so many things about the story in general. Originally published in '93, The Virgin Suicides is considered a modern classic and signaled the arrival of a major voice in American fiction, now reissued with a new introduction by best-selling novelist Emma Cline. Oh, Emma Cline's another one that I've been wanting to check out. I saved a book by her. I can't remember which one, but yay! This is probably gonna screw me up, and I'm here for it. All right, next up, I feel like this one is more of like, everyone's freaking out about this, and I just read my first Kennedy Ryan romance, and in some ways it reminds me of Anna Wong, in the sense that, like, obviously there's the romance there, but there's such high stakes all around it, and it made it so exciting. I found her prose to be so devastatingly romantic. Love the spice, of course. The chemistry between the two MCs, electric. And just the world that Kennedy Ryan was, like, put into the world, it felt so detailed. Because that's the thing I feel like a lot of contemporary writers can neglect, is, like, they focus too much on their relationship, in the sense that it's like, what's happening around them? It's like there's no world. It's literally just the two MCs, and I'm like, I don't personally love that. Sometimes we love a good, like, all vibes, no plot, but there still needs to be something there to make it feel real. That being said, I got Before I Let Go and This Could Be Us. Everybody's raving about these books right now. When will I get around to reading them? I don't know, y'all. I've got a random number generator telling me what to read, except for this week. This week I did pick things out. Hopefully I stick to those. But I'm like, Kennedy Ryan 101, okay? And then I imagine once I'm done with this one, I'm going to also need to finish buying the Kingmaker series, because that was the book that I read, the Kingmaker. We'll get there. All in good time. Just know that so far, Kennedy Ryan is a home run for me. I'm so excited to check out more of her books. I just have a feeling that she's going to be one of those insta-buy authors for me. I know that's kind of basic because everybody loves her, but, like, duh, how could you not? I mean, with good freaking reason, okay? And lastly, and this one I've had my eye on for so long. I'm not kidding you. I've had to prevent myself from pulling the trigger on this book probably 10 times. But it's The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store by James McBride. I know Barnes & Noble picked this as their book of the year for last year, but from what I understand, it's like a it's a dual timeline story in the same town, and it talks about things like race and belonging and money and class and, like, communities having to come together against for a common good. And I saw some other gals on Book Talk that they read this and they were absolutely sobbing. And listen, if anything is going to sell a book to me, it's somebody crying to it. Let's be real. I love me some sad books. If a book makes you cry, I want to read that. I want to cry. I'm a Cancer. What can I say? Oh, let me pull up so that way I can show you guys in case you want to screenshot. And I'll include all this in the caption too. Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. And the short summary is, in this groundbreaking paranormal YA debut, Love a Paranormal, a trans boy summons a ghost who refuses to leave, leading to a heartwarming and thrilling adventure. Cemetery Boys tackles LGBTQ+ acceptance and Latinx culture while keeping readers hooked with its vibrant setting and intriguing plot. Don't miss this necessary and immensely romantic book. Honestly, that checks all my boxes. Checks all my boxes. I'm so excited to read this book. So that'll be here Wednesday, apparently, and then I can just go into Monstera's books and pick it up, and I'm excited to read it. So I'm hoping to read 2 of my Kindle books by the time I can pick that up. That's really aggressive and really ambitious, but I'm really aggressive and really ambitious, so I believe in myself. So we'll see. Anyway, it is, what time is it? It's 8:54. It is 8:54 and my husband's not home yet. Do I want to read or do I want to bind? I'm gonna bind. Let's bind together. Let's go for it. We'll do one casing tonight and then we'll do the other casing tomorrow. It'll be fantastic. So let's get this caught up.
got the book in the press. I got one done. I'll probably get the other one done tomorrow, fingers crossed. But as for now, it is 10:36. I'm so tired. If you're still here, thanks for watching. If you like what I did, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hang out with me some more. All my links are included below, including titles of the books that I hauled today, both from the bookstores and the library. I'm shooting for a video a week, so I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for being here.